No, it's not an alien, but we may have just been visited by something that originated beyond our solar system. For the first time, astronomers have observed something passing through our solar system that has likely traveled light years to get here. The object, which initially some believed to be a comet but is now believed to be an asteroid, was discovered on October 19 by Canadian Robert Warwick at the University of Hawaii Institute for Astronomy. Warwick, who is a postdoctoral researcher, was going through data from the PAN-STARRS survey, a project that scans the sky for near-Earth objects. Why an asteroid probably won't wipe us out. Warwick is part of a group searching for near-Earth objects, so when he spotted something, he initially thought it was an asteroid or comet orbiting the Sun. But not this time. Warwick had seen the object in image archives from the night before, and he knew something was different. At first it was a "that's weird," and then "we want to double-check the data," Warwick told CBC News, but once we had confirming images from a colleague, we were pretty confident that this was coming from outside the solar system. How do astronomers determine whether something is bound in an orbit around the Sun or unbound? It's all about speed. Astronomers have been looking for this for more than a century. Peter Brown, Western University. To be bound in an orbit around the Sun at Earth's distance, an object would need to move around 42 kilometers per second. However, when this object was passing through, it was moving at 44 kilometers per second. As well, it appeared that the trajectory of the object was more than enough to resist the gravitational pull of the Sun. After getting other observations to confirm the object's orbit, Warwick called one of his previous astronomy and physics professors from Western University, Peter Brown, who specializes in meteophysics. Brown was doubtful at first. Everybody was quite skeptical about this, but by the time it was announced just a few days ago, it was pretty clear from the 36 observations there was no way to fit a bound orbit to this object. Brown said, "Astronomers have been looking for this for more than a century," he said. "We expect that, if other planetary systems form the way ours did, the vast majority of comet-like and asteroid-like bodies don't get incorporated into the planets, they get scattered out of the system. So there should be tons of these things, all over the galaxy." Astronomers have never spotted something like this before, which gave some planetary scientists pause. Brown said, "The problem was that astronomers weren't looking for that kind of motion for an object, which is different from that of solar system objects. Now that they know what to look for, Warwick and Brown hope that more of these interstellar interlopers will be found." Approaching from above, the object A2017U1 was closest to the Sun on September 9. Traveling at 44 kilometers per second, it is headed away from the Earth and Sun on its way out of the solar system. NASA's Uncle Tech. Brown noted that the object could still be something else. Although it's highly unlikely, a very large, extremely distant planet could have altered the orbit of something far out in our solar system. "It's almost such a long shot, it's not worth mentioning," he said. Large asteroid safely buzzes Earth. The object known as A2017U1 has only been observed for just over a week, and it will be too faint to observe within a few days. So this is the only time astronomers can study it. If you're wondering where this object came from, there's no way of knowing, because during the tens of thousands of years this object has been flying through space, the stars have also been moving. We all orbit the center of the galaxy. Warwick, who had spent his time at Western University searching for meteors, small bits of dust and debris in space, from beyond our solar system, finds it ironic that he spotted something so large. "It's almost like closure," he said. "I actually forwarded the discovery email to Peter and said, 'Hey, I finally found one 13 years later. I thought that was funny. Asteroid passed Earth well inside Moon's orbit.